Here we are on day 78. Heading down the road, going through a mountain subdivision towards Twin Lakes. I'm gonna try and get down on the cross 24 and hopefully find a trail that heads to Buena Vista. Now just riding the power line road down towards 24. Here's Paul. Thank you.
Yeah.
Paul stopped by and gave us a cold drink on our way by Twin Lakes. Cheers to you. That was awesome. Nice, cold, sun-kissed orange. Now we just topped out at Twin Lakes. We got still such a spectacular view. Retirement neighborhood. Big old peaks in the background. Still about 9,500 feet. Pretty sweet. Well, it looks like something in a movie. Big old lake and then yeah, I couldn't imagine going up over those passes. That's rugged. So we're stuck on the asphalt. Stopped to have lunch right here below Twin Lakes Dam. Off here in the trees, and here's an old powder house. How thick the walls are. Come on up. USBR. Yeah, made out of railroad ties and insulated. Keep the dynamite cold. There's part of the roof. Yep. Okay, we can get back on the road and head down towards the highway. Now we're just on a county road. Look at the view, more mountains. That's Mount Massive way back there. I don't know what that one is. And then this one, this one. Right here in this field, looks like they're getting ready to do a power line. Power poles, power cord. Cool. 24 is down there. Still some cool mountains on that side. It's a pretty place. And I'll say it again, nothing better than riding a fine horse in new country. Even if it is on a dirt road with the dog. Better yet, with the pack string behind me. Yeah. Yeah, it would still be hard to go over the mountains. We're gonna have to go over a pass, but not till we get down to Buena Vista. And hopefully we can rest a few days before we do that. So, we'll see what we can come up with. Lord willing, it'll be great, no matter what. Now we're getting down here close to 24. See right down there at the bottom is 24. And across there is the old stagecoach road. And we're gonna try and ride down that for a ways to get down towards Buena Vista, but more down the canyon to where it's narrow. So let's see what we're able to do here. Or we might just stop here in this little town and wait for Cindy. I don't know. Well, it depends on what we can find. There it is. Granite is what this town is called. Oh, yeah, just a really, really small town. Just, that's about it. That's what you see. This is dropping into the little town of Granite. And take that bridge right there and go down that canyon on the old stagecoach road. Here we are riding the old railroad tracks. And part of this, well, this railroad bed was placed upon the old stagecoach road. But yeah, the old stagecoach road through here. Pretty nice. Good place for an ambush. See how they used to bridge up the rocks? That's the old road up there. Railroad ties, whatever it took. Be kind of a rough road. Yeah. Glad we're down here. We'll take the railroad. This is the Arkansas River. White waters. Might be fun to go down. Ah, we got somebody over there panning for gold. Over here again, you see the stagecoach road all the way down through there. Guy down there panning for gold. Huh. No, we got some debris in the tracks. Yeah, that kind of, you see the Wowie in it, kind of messed them up. They said they want to refurbish this track and maybe use it for publicity, but they got some work to do. To it. On the railroad tracks, we found some wild raspberries. Good. Yep, all over here. Yummy. You see, it's an old bridge coming across there. Now they made it into a boat ramp. You can put a boat in, little bridge down there. Pretty cool. Now we just got off the railroad tracks. It's right over there. Onto a county road where they are putting in a pipeline. That is some big ass pipe. What do you think that's gonna be for? I'm guessing oil, but who knows? That's amazing. That's a lot of welding, to say the least. Yeah. Look at that, there's a swinging bridge. That's cool. Funny story, we were riding down this canyon. We came down this way, run into a bike rider that owned a rental place in Buena Vista. And now his daughter runs it and he's helping her out. And he ends up owning this place right up here on the right. And he said we could stay there for a few days. So awesome. He says he don't own all these hay fields, but he puts the hay up on them, and so. But anyway, we did stop by there because it was getting dark, and he wasn't there at the time. Somehow he knew we went up to his place to see, but he come back and yeah, he so we're riding back to stay at his place. Okay, here we are with Juniper. We're sending her home off the trip because she's had this saddle sore and we haven't been able to pack her. She run, as you know, she run under the tree and got that saddle sore, and so it's just not healing up. So we're sending her home and we're gonna get a replacement in the next couple of days. Old Bonnie's gonna join our trip, but we're really sad
we're sad.
Really sad to send her home. She's probably one of the most improved horses on the trip.
Oh, I didn't get the story you were telling.
Oh yeah, well, we started out the trip on the first day and we got the packs on her, and she spooked and ran in a circle and bucked a little bit, but we got her back calmed down, and then after that, like, she's been really quiet to pack. Like, she'll just stand there and go to sleep, but she's been a really good pack horse, and I really enjoyed her on the trip, and you know, I'm glad that she's able to go home and where she can heal up, and we'll check back when we get back and make sure it gets healed up. And
Yeah. Yeah, and before we left, this horse was really questionable about even taken with her attitude and everything. But we got to a point where we felt like the trip, we could get her sound enough to where we could use her. But it's almost like she found her purpose in life, and she's been, like Clara said, really sound. It's like we'd pack her and she'd just stand really good, and she's a perfect pack horse. We haven't, Clara hasn't rode her yet, but this was to help calm her down to where now she's perfect to start that next step in her life.
she actually had a saddle turn on her, and we were on like a busy highway, and it just turned, and I got her off the road, and she didn't freak out or anything. And we've had other horses have a turned saddle, and they have freaked out. So I mean, she really has.
Yeah, I actually went back and I was able to undo everything, and she just stood perfectly still for me. I got it off her and was able to reestablish the saddle and pack it up all by myself, and she just stood there like she knew what was going on.
Yeah, I couldn't even help that day. Yeah, I didn't know to tie anybody up.
Yeah, Lacey was holding everything, and yeah, I was able to. You know, usually something like that, you got to really hold on to them, and because they, you know, are uncomfortable with everything hanging off them. But she was really good. But yeah, so we're sad to see her go, and
I'll see her in 3 weeks. It's
yeah.
not too long.
Yeah, we'll be back, and you know, she'll be taking good care of her. And
are you taking her with you when you move out?
Yeah, I want to take her to college.
Dang it.
Yeah. She'd be super fun.
yeah, well, she's an excellent horse. She's a lover. I love her. You know, I'd love going out and loving on her because she loves you back. And
She used to strike at us. She's
Yeah.
a wild Mustang.
she used to be very mean. In fact, she used to really hate me.
Yeah, she's only like me. And then
Yeah, but on this trip, and before this trip, she come around and realized I wasn't such a bad guy, and
She'll leave her hay to hang out with us.
yeah.
Good girl.
So, yeah.
We could just take her and let her run around the rest of the trip.
Well, we gotta worry about a lot of things more than just her running around. But okay, well, have a good 3 weeks, Juniper. We'll be back.